Hello everyone and welcome to episode 34 of the TEW 2020 Pro Wrestling Noah series here on the channel. As we're still in year 2014 as we are at the anniversary show of Pro Wrestling Noah as far as our tour. Should be 7 days. Let me just double check. Yep, 7-day tour. We have the card ready to go. Now we do have one tour goal, and that's just, for the first time in this series, we actually beat New Japan during the area battle as that got all fucked up, but just the area battle, and we're gonna look to do that again next month. It's the plan, obviously. It's pretty close though, as far as how we won. As far as we can look at that. Oh, back at this screen, as it was pretty close, 89 to 87. New Japan, they couldn't get a good show if they have Tanahashi or Shinsuke in the main. Which they did Shinsuke and Liger, which got an 89, which we were very, very lucky. We were hoping that they would not be able to even get a good show, because this New Japan Soul show is Tanahashi, Liger, and MVP, which brought it down to an 83. We got very, very lucky there, but unfortunately had to have another show, but luckily we beat it out. Hopefully we can do it again, as they did sign Ricochet, which was pretty big for them. As far as let's see who won the J Cup. As always, it was at this, oh wow, they did a triple threat with Shinsuke, Liger, and Tanahashi as the main. Oh, that was back in 2013. What the hell? Why is this the most recent thing on the news thing? That's odd. Huh. That seems to be messed up. Yeah, 2014. Jesus. As a Ricochet. As he has been in Dragon Gate. We used him a little bit. Yeah, he's kind of all over the place. He's in Evolve, PWG, Chikara, Dragon Gate USA, and Dragon Gate. So just crazy. New Japan hired him up. I think we used him as far as, I want to say it was last year. I want to say it was 2013. I think we tried to use him with Pac. As far as, oh, that's not it. that's not it. As far as go to Noah, this is all over the place. This is already one of the worst ways to open up the goddamn episode. And this is all fucked. Jesus. As, can we not go to any wrestler? Holy shit. Oh well, hold on. We can just... My god. My god. There we go. Okay. Noah. So it wasn't 2013. Or it wasn't 2014. I figured so. It wasn't this year. It was 2013. 3 wins and 3 losses. He lost to, unfortunately lost to Hajime Ara. That's big tough, as far as, that was when we did not know that he was a scumbag. So that's fun, but they did beat Koji Yamato. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we don't really need him at this time. New Japan could have him, sure, they can try to make him a star, and help benefit them, but, as far as, we take Shingo, they can have Ricochet. That's fine by me. Fine by me. As for the anniversary tour show, the final show, of course, we're going to have the GHC Emerald Openweight Champion and the Heavyweight Champion. The main event of the show, which will be King Devitt and Tetsuya Naito. This time, it's not going to be for both belts. Felt like that it's a bit contradictory having both belts on the line. Just might as well have it be for the heavyweight title, especially with Naito. He hasn't had as far as a heavyweight title match fairly recently. The last one was a couple of months ago, so I feel like it's perfect time to bring that to the forefront now. But the co-main event will be a GHC Tag Team title matchup of the Muscle Bombers against the Kings of Wrestling. That should be a banger, of course. And then Shingo Takagi versus Naomichi Marufuji in a singles matchup. That should also be quite a matchup there. As can Shingo Takagi make a huge impact in Pro Wrestling Noah as far as Los Ingobernables Day opponent beat Naomichi Marufuji? We shall see. As the Junior Heavyweight Tag Team title matchup, of course, the Golden Lovers taking on Speed Muscle. Just makes sense, obviously the former, Global Junior League winners gonna take on the champs. Can Kota Ibushi be a 2-time, as far as double champ, Kota Ibushi, as far as going to be the GHC Junior Heavyweight and Junior Tag Team champion? We shall see. Will Speed Muscle continue their reign as far as that matchup? And then Kensuke Sasaki and Katsuki Nakajima Diamond Ring taking on Laughter 7, Katsuri Shibata, and Kazuchi Sakuraba. Money and Mayhem of, I want to say it's going to be a tag. I probably should have specified which of Money and Mayhem, but it should be a tag of Okada and Tomohiro Ishii against Kenta and Sugiura. But we could have made it a 6-man, I guess. I didn't even think about that. We probably should, because we have a lot of tags, but we don't really have a lot of 6-mans. Yeah, we don't have a single 6-man, so that's not going to be a 6-man. So we'll change that. And that's now going to add Hiroki Goto to the Money Man side and Suzuki for the Suzuki-gun side, as that just makes a lot more sense. Go Shizaki Mabuyan against Manabu Soya and Saya Sanada of Los Ingobernables de Japón, so a little bit more of the Brave LIJ matchups. In another one, the junior weight LIJ versus Brave matchup is Taiji Shimoi taking on Daisuke Rada. It's obviously weird seeing Naito and Devitt as far as like the main, instead of like a Brave guy, but yeah, that's just kind of the way things go. But I think it still should be a pretty fun card, and I think everything should go pretty well there. And without further ado, let's get on with the tour here. Let's get it rocking and rolling. I don't know why it's acting very slow. There we go. We finally got it ready to go. 68 was the last second. Oh, wow, we actually, I'm about to say, that was, surprised it did so bad. It's a 10-man, looks like, of Brave and Suzuki-gun. We might do that here, as far as have another 10-man. It will be Brave and Los Ingobernables de Japón. I think that'd be a lot of fun. So yeah, something is going on, because this is being very, very slow. After this recording, I'll have to check and see what's going on. As Namichi Marufuji, Go Shizaki Muhammad Yan. So it probably would be, it would make probably sense to have maybe a Brave heavyweight guy. But I think we're going to go with 2 juniors, and Ishimori rather. So I'm already thinking ahead with Daisuke Rada. And either could, I would probably go with Aoki. As for obviously the LIJ team, you want to go with Naito, of course. You want to go with Manabu Soya and Seiya Sanada. Yeah, I just realized now that we definitely should have Shingo. Yeah, I guess, yeah, it's going to be a little weird, but we kind of have to do it like this. They had 20 minutes, and Shingo is going to get a huge win. Again, maybe not. Shingo already gave him a huge win last time, but we'll have Daisuke Rada beat Aoki. Sure. Good stuff, though. It was a good main event. Good 10-man tag. Can't beat that, you know, as far as to throw a big-time story up there in the main. Makes a lot of sense. We can go with a 6-man. As I want to see the Kings with Zack. Maybe Devitt. Because either way it works, because I think we'll go with Devitt against the Muscle Bombers. The entire version of the Muscle Bombers with Walter. So that's a fun match. But 20 minutes. We'll give the win to Devitt, as he can beat Walter. It's a good match, though. Very good co-main. Nice. So yeah, I mean, we got the top matches down. Just kind of thinking some more, like, guys that are not on the card, like Strong Big Japan. I don't think any of the Strong Pillars of Violence are on the card. Yeah, because, yeah, Strong Big Japan aren't. Shuji Shikawa isn't. Yeah, they're taking it off of, you know, as far as trying to rotate everybody and get everybody there showing. Can be a bit difficult, especially when you have a roster this size. But it is a bit of a... We could at least still use them on the tour, even if it's not going to be on the final show. So I'll go with Ishikawa with the Great Sasuke. As far as we'll just exclude people already. We'll go with Suzuki and Taiji, actually. That's a fun little match. Yeah, we'll keep it 18, and we'll have Taiji beat Sasuke. Sasuke needs some wins, but Taichi's pretty good. So I think just Suzuki-gun could use a win anyways. And that pretty much wraps that up as far as getting... I don't know what else we could do as far as with the Strong Pillars of Violence at this point. As far as... I think having them, you know, they had their run as tag champs, and it's nice to give them a breather. So yeah, I think we actually won't be using them this tour. But maybe something with Laughter 7 and Diamond Ring, so maybe like Sakuraba and Kushida, for instance, against Kensuke and Keno. Just an idea. Yeah, that's a solid little match. Keno, man, we've really built him up in a big way. I just now realized that. I just saw his pop, and it's like in the 70s as far as in Kanto. Man, where was that like a year ago? I bet that wasn't even in the 30s or 40s. Yeah. That's crazy. Well, that's a hell of a year. Really, the jump from November to December, you can really tell that he hit another level and just kept on going. That is pretty great for a 29-year-old. As, this is a tough one. But I think we're going to give Kensuke the win over Sakuraba. So we'll need a Steal the Show match for sure. And then probably 2, like, Young Lion matches. So the Steal the Show match, man, part of me at least wants to have on sometime on this tour, have Yoshino have a singles match with Ibushi for maybe the title. That might be a little too big of a match, now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, maybe have Yoshino and Omega, and then do Doi in Ibushi non-title. I think that makes a little bit more sense, but let's see here what we can do. Yeah, I love Roderick Strong. I love what Roddy and Eddie are doing. They just need some more wins, and that junior division is tough. Tough. Maybe, Roddy and Alex Payne. Why not? We haven't used Alex Payne. We've been using very sparingly. So might as well have a pretty good junior match here with him and Roddy. As far as I'm sure they've had... Oh, yeah, we had Alex Payne beat him 2 years ago. So they were split up until that point as far as singles matches. Roddy getting a huge win now. And, yeah, now we can have the undercard match. As far as, we'll probably do... As far as Takeshi and Endo. Because I think Sombra... I don't think Sombra's here. I think Rush is just here. Oh, that's right. Sombra's hurt. Wait. As, we could do, Rush and Kotoge just to see how they can do as a team. It's not a terrible idea. 10 minutes. We'll give it to Rush. There we go. First night in the books. We're just going to change the venue. Because, yeah, I'm about to say. Everything. Basically up. Besides here. Which, Verona Sports Center. Yeah, the economy has definitely bottomed in Japan. We are close, at least in some places, on being 85 plus. But really the big thing for us is to kind of hit other markets. Like the U.S. and kind of anywhere, really. Because we're not going to get anything, besides out of large without, expanding somewhere else. We really got to start thinking of some, maybe some navigations in the U.S., stuff like that. Not a bad idea. But, yeah, let's run the show here. See what we get on our first show of the tour. And pretty good stuff. As Kotoge with a 58. I mean, Takeshi outperformed Rush, which was pretty awesome for them. And Endo almost did too as well. So that's a great sign for the Young Lions. 62 for Alex Payne and Roderick Strong, which Alex Payne did outperform him. So might give him the win back during the Junior League. Sure, Alex Payne. Great job. I mean, he's almost in the 60s. And he's kind of like a man without a country. So we're going to put in some plans for him. Shuji Shikawa, the great Sasuke, and Suzuki and Taiji. Great little match here. As Suzuki and Taiji, great team, of course. And, yeah, the 60-63, not bad at all. It's Taiji beating the great Sasuke with the Black Mephisto in 1804. 75 for the Kensuke Keno tag match against Sakuraba and Kushida's Keno really off his game in this matchup, which sucks to see, but Kensuke, best guy in the match. least beats the worst guy for the Sakuraba Kushida team as the King Buster for Kinsuke in 1948. 79 for the 6-man. Some good stuff here. As the Muscle Bombers losing to the Kings of Wrestling as King Devitt with the King's Throne over Walter in 2006. Great match there. Yeah, that's some good stuff. It's crazy that Devitt, the GC Murder Point champion, he's like one of the worst guys in the match as far as because Eugenio and Claudio teamed up with him as far as the same performance rating. 81 though for the 10-man. That's awesome. I thought that was going to be a mistake having that be on last, but Naito really pulling out strong ratings. Same thing for Go. Got the crowd hotter too somehow, but Shingo with a 69, that's pretty crazy to think. Sonata with 67. So yeah, some good stuff. That's a very good night of wrestling there for this tour show. I mean, that's a pretty great card to have for a tour show. On to the second night we go. Alright, this second night. I think it's going to be a little too soon to do the singles matches between the Golden Lovers and Speed Muscle, so we're going to do a 6-man instead. Golden Lovers on one side, of course, Speed Muscle on the other side. I would love to see Yoshitone team with Speed Muscle, just the fastest fucking people on earth, especially like Masato Yoshino and Yoshitone like doing spots together. That'd be pretty electric, and we'll throw Alex Payne in there for the third man of Golden Lovers. So, an interesting little 6-man here that we've got. Alex Payne will be beating Yoshitone just to kind of get him a win back and to keep everybody strong that's in the title matchup. So, just kind of kills 2 birds with 1 stone there, and it gets Alex Payne booked too. So, we love to see it. As for kind of the rest of the card, I would like to see maybe, say a Sonata and Manabu Soya, or even a 6-man. And it's, man, it's tough, because, really, with Speed Muscle, or not with Speed Muscle, rather, with, Los Ingobernables de Japón, we got the Shingo, because we could do Shingo with, yeah, I think that makes sense as a 6-man to do, instead of a tag. This could be like a main, I think, having Shingo with Manabu Soya, Saya Sonata, against the team of Nimichi Marufuji, Go Shiozaki, and Mohamed Yan. This is a very good 6-man, I think, for what we have. Don't think we've done this before. Yeah, but say we just did the 10-man. We're going to give Brave a win here. Give Marufuji the win over Sonata, which is a huge win for Marufuji to get a nice win back. That's definitely going to be the main. I mean, I don't think that could be a co-main, but I think it could definitely be just about the co-main now, just barely outside that mark. With the Naito Devitt match, as far as what we could do, maybe have a tag. Let's do Naito, Devitt, and so the Junior Kings. Then Naito, then we could use either Harada, Katoge, we could even use Rush if we wanted to. I think we are going to use Rush, just to have Zack get a win over him. But this is also a pretty good match to have. And I think that's a pretty good co-main. Because everyone's going to do really well in that match but Rush, but that's okay. Co-main doesn't have to deliver in a big way. But yeah, it's a great top 3. Bottom 3 now. We'll kind of lock to, maybe do a tag of Harada and Kadoge. So Momono Sushin tag. Now I'm thinking about it. Might not be a good idea. Let's get away from that. We could do the tag, though, of, to go back to this, let's do Goto and Keisuke Ishii against the Suzuki-gun team of Minoru Suzuki and Taiji. Fun little match here. I mean, yeah, I think we're gonna give Suzuki the win over Goto. Poor Goto. Just in this series and the New Japan series, I'm just like, yeah, let's have him start losing. But he'll get something though, I'm sure. But that's a very good top 4. So we need a steal the show match and then an undercard matchup. I would like to maybe see, as far as having Daisuke Rada, because I was thinking like him and Ricky. See if we've done, let's say, the singles match was at the Global Junior League back in 2012. So giving Daisuke Rada a win. Hopefully nobody gets hurt. That would be a shame. And our undercard will have it be a Koji Yamato singles over. Let's see. We got Minoru Tanaka. Yuki Tanasaki could probably use a win. That's, oh, not perception. It would be nice if we could sort by momentum. I could have swore you can. I guess not. Because, yeah, that's just faces and heels and gender, but... Damn. Oh, well. I think you can with the search, though. So I'm pretty sure, yeah. Yeah, we'll, do that. Okay, could use a win. Jun Akiyama, Kakanuma. Super crazy, yeah, super crazy for sure. Ah, shit. got rid of, Koji Yamato. Damn. Oh, that's not even paying attention. There we go. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, I think super crazy. I don't think he's had a singles match with Koji Yamato. Oh, yes. Last year. During, wow, it's this same day, just last year. That's crazy. As, super crazy. Gonna get the win. Yeah, just, it doesn't even have to be open. Hey, we're going on Chubu. Yeah, always Act City. It's where we'll be. See how we do. 48. Super crazy and Koji Yamato. It's a little bit better. Within the year. 62 for Daisuke Rada, Ricky Marvin. Rada Pistol for Daisuke Rada. 1306. Goto and Keisuke Ishii losing to Minoru Suzuki and Taiji as Minoru Suzuki tapping out Hiroki Goto. And the Suzuki Taiji team's coming together pretty well. A couple of big wins over Money and Mayhem. 69 years. Omega breaks his forearm. That's tragic, is what that is. As Alex Payne pins him with pins Yoshida with a sweet spot in 2013. That's big oof. Damn. Damn. Broken forearm. And his Naruki Doi cost it. Thanks a lot, Naruki Doi. As the Junior Kings beating the Tetsuya Naito Rush team as Zack Sabre Jr., the Sabre driver, over Rush in 2021. Some good stuff, though. In that matchup. In the main event, that's an 81. Delivering in a big way thanks to Marufuji, Go, and Shingo. Really, everybody in this match did really well, though. Even, you know, Manabusuya and Mabayan with 66s. Like, they still did really, really well. Tiger Flosion for Naomichi Marufuji, though, over Sonata in 2005. Sucks about the broken forearm. We'll see if he's able to perform in Kenny Omega. If not, we'll probably have to push this back until he's healthy, and we'll probably end up doing singles matchup between Ibushi and probably either Yoshihino, maybe Naruki Doi for some payback. We'll see. Alright, so luckily enough, Kenny Omega somehow, being a tough bastard that he is going to work through that broken forearm, which is insane. As Roderick Strong was before Russell's court, accused of not joining the rest of the locker room for a night out, as the judge Kazushi Sakuraba found him guilty and sentenced to buy drinks for it after the show. So yeah, that's going to affect him for the next 2 months, which I think it will just be healed up in time before the Junior Tag League, I believe. As we're just going to take a look here, because be pretty close. He might have to work. If he does, we might keep him out of it, but I think he'll pretty much be healthy, ready to go by the time. Actually, not really. I love how this is still from. Yeah, we'll get rid of this. We'll keep it just in case we do that match. Oh, I don't think we will, because Kanemaru is probably still going to be out by then. Okay, take it off at this point. But yeah, so that's just kind of thinking ahead. That definitely might affect us going forward as far as Omega's injury. We will try to keep him healthy as we can. But we will have Ibushi get some payback over Naruki Doi in a non-title matchup. Ibushi getting the win. I guess we could make it for the title. Guess it's not the worst thing in the world. Just to give Ibushi another title defense. That'd be 5. Should be pretty impressive. I like how we've had such great matches. I mean, we still could probably have a good match here. But it is a bit risky. So we'll just keep it non-title. And I think that's for the best. Main event for this night. Now, this is interesting. As far as I've thought about maybe having a hero, Morishima, maybe, as far as singles matches there between Kings of Wrestling and Muscle Bombers, maybe a little too on the nose. I think maybe going back to Laughter 7 and Diamond Ring, I think that makes a lot of sense. We'll do a 6-man this time. It's Kensuke with Nakajima and Miyahara against the Laughter 7 team of, obviously, Shibata, Sakuraba, and Kushida. And so Kushida will be getting the win over... let's change that. Let's just have Shibata beat Miyahara. I like that a little bit more. Like that just a little bit more. Alright, so that's a pretty good main, though. Pretty good. Yeah, it's tough, anytime there's injury, it kind of puts you a little bit into a scare factor when you're starting to, especially kind of halfway through a tour. And you're just like, we just got to make it through the end of the tour and hope nobody else gets hurt. Because that would be very unfortunate if we had another injury added to the roster. But thinking maybe a Money and Mayhem Suzuki-gun 8-man could be fun here, as far as having Okada, Ishii, Goto and Keisuke, Ishii against Suzuki, Kenta, Tsuji, and Tsuji's chilly though. Oof. And Taiji. Guess he probably, that makes sense. So it sucks how badly Suzuki-gun have kind of been bucked, except for Suzuki. Now Suzuki's now warm. But we'll give the win to Okada here over Suzuki. I like that. You know what? I kind of like it here, right before the co-main. I think it's a good spot for it. So, 6-man. LIJ, Brave, Junior 6-man. So, Ishimori with Aoki and Suzuki. Against Momono Station Tag and Rush. Sombra will be back, though, relatively soon. A couple of days. As we will have this with Steal the Show. As we're going to have Ishimori beat Katoge, though. Oh. There we go. Hopefully nobody gets hurt there. So our bottom matches, I would like to see people that are not on the card. Yeah, let's go Twin Towers. Shuji Shikawa and Koei Sato. See who we can use. It's tough, because we've pretty much used a lot of our heavyweight guys. We could use maybe June and Yon. A little Brave. So Twin Towers of Violence. It's Brave. 13 minutes here as Ishikawa beat Muhammad Yan. Unfortunately for Muhammad Yan, that's hopefully will be a pretty decent little match. Ooh, a little unhappy there. Surprised. Very surprised. I guess he does have better pop. Let's see here. Yeah, I think it's the right choice, though. I think it's, you know, we keep it what we have, we'll just keep him strong. Hopefully that works. So we got tag here. Maybe a junior. Oh, let's see, can't really do that. That's tough. It's tough. We could probably Red Dragon, as far as just Red Dragon Takeshi then, though. That works. Yeah, we only do that during the Junior Heavyweight Tag League anyway, so this would be nice. Get Bobby Fish a win. Yeah, just simple stuff like that. There we go. We got our show booked. We just need to pick the venue. It's Kyushu. Okay. So we ran the Central Cultural Center. You know, if we can run somewhere that has... Yeah, 2,200. Alright, that works for me. Sometimes you just gotta look through it like a, just find the right match. Alright, 68 for this junior tag matchup. Yeah, a lot of green involved here as Kyle O'Reilly with 79. 59 for Bobby Fish. 50 for Konosuke Takeshita, though. That's awesome. We just need Tetsuya Endo to get a little bit better. But, yeah, I mean, so far, Takeshita is ready to go. He's ready to get out of his young lion phase, that's for sure. 64 for Ishikawa. And Koei Sato, the Twin Towers of Violence, beating Jun Akiyama Muhammad Yan. So, yeah, I mean, Muhammad Yan, he did have a 63, but I think it's just, you know, right decision there. 67 for the sixth man of LIJ and Brave. Junior sixth man is Ishimori pinning Katoge Telerana as, yeah, Ishimori 65, 64 for Kotori Suzuki, 63 for Aoki, and then 61 for Daisuke Rada and Tsuchi Katoge. It's crazy how Ishimori, he used to be like the outlier of this junior division, and now he's still ahead of the pack, but not so much of an outlier. Everybody else is kind of caught up to him. As a 72, as we have a bruised pectoral muscle for Keisuke Ishii. More people getting hurt. As Okada and Ishii, though, 92 and 83. Incredible stuff there. Everybody else, you know, mid-60s, except for Keisuke Ishii with a 51. 77, though, for Kota Ibushi and Nurkido. I guess we could add this for the title, as it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Let's go to Ibushi getting the win with the Golden Star Press in 22-29. 74, though, for our sixth man. They have a bruised eye socket for Sakuraba. My God, everybody just getting banged up here. That's tough. Shibata with an 82. 76 for Kensuke. The 75 for Nakajima. 69 for Kushida. Sakuraba with 64. 63 for Kento Miyahara. Sakuraba was somewhat slowed down by this injury. That's just tough. It's tough to see, but another good show, though. Bushi and Nurkidoi, we probably should have that be the main for the junior title, but that's alright. that's fine. We'll make it work. As on to Night 4. Alright, we got some backstage incidents for Night 4. That's the Young Lions getting some selling for Takeshita from Sakuraba and Psychology to Tetsuya Endo. Perfect. Makes sense there. Yeah, we want to stay out of Kanto. We'll probably run Osaka again. Oh, no, we can run here. Let's see here. See if we got the... Okay, so... should be pretty close. There it is. 2,000. Right on the dot. So this is where we're going to have that Omega Masato Yoshino matchup. So this is nice to see where Omega's going to be at with his injury. Assuming with a broken forearm, that's going to pretty much heavily affect him. But this should be a pretty good match, though, with him and Kenny Omega. He's going to go with Omega and Masato Yoshino as a bit of a dream match there, though. That would have been a really awesome match, especially around this time. Maybe not so much, but maybe towards, like, the later end of the 2000s probably would have been the best time for this matchup. But, yeah, I mean, because Yoshino he still is really awesome at this time, but he's definitely, like, slowing down. And I think to have, like, full speed, like, full awesomeness, Masato Yoshino against, like, All Japan DDT era Kenny Omega when he was in that junior run, that would probably be the best type of scenario for that match to happen. It's for the card here, the big matches that we're thinking. I think we are going to do, now I'm thinking about it, maybe the singles matches of Hero. So we're going to do Hero and Eugenio as the first matchup, which they've never had a singles match, so that's really cool. And we're going to protect them. So it's going to be a 30-minute time limit, and it's going to be a draw. I want to protect them. Both guys are awesome. This is a banger, you know. That's I figured Hero was going to be a little upset by the draw, but we'll take that. And then Claudio and Morishima. Now, they've had their battles in the past, as far as they've actually had, like, a match of Ring of Honor at one point, but yeah, I remember that was one of the first big singles matches we did with Morishima. You know, this was kind of the prelude into that year's, you know, as far as the Global League that year, the first ever one we did, where Morishima beat him. That's the only singles match we've ever done with them, though. It's pretty crazy to think that this is now a match that's 3 years in the making, but we're going to have Claudio get that win back. This is going to be a really good match, though. And that's a nice win for Claudio to have. Morishima's the man. You know, everybody's awesome in this match. So that's just great. That's a great 1, 2, 3 there. And all singles matches, very much a different type of feel to what we usually do for our tour shows. You know, maybe a tag of Shingo. Maybe Shingo and Sonata. I don't know. Sonata's cold. Damn. Because, yeah, I mean, Shingo Sonata and Go and Marufuji is another match that's, like, very much a given. But we might do Marufuji and Muhammad Yan instead. Like, Muhammad Yan could lose anymore, as he's going to lose here to Sonata. That's tough. That's big tough. Alright, so, steal the show match. Yeah, I mean, we have the great Takeshi Mori here. We could do maybe something with him in June. Like it's 1993. It's, that'd be fun. June and Takeshi Mori. Do we throw Strong Big Japan at him just for them to kill some? Maybe the Twin Towers instead. Twin Towers of Violence. It's tough. Really, I think our heavyweight tag division scene, it's just so stacked of top-level guys that it's kind of hard to trickle down into, like, the undercard stuff. It's just really not that, because, like, there's just not that level of talent that we have as far as the undercard heavyweight guys. Because we could do, like, Taniguchi and Rikio. Like, this match now is going to be terrible. This is going to be a terrible matchup. Somehow we've never done this before. But this is not going to be a steal the show match. That match is going to maybe do a 40. Maybe. We'll give Jun Akiyama a win. That could kick off the show. Steal the show match. Circle back to what we want to do. Maybe a 6-man. Let's go Sombra. shit. I don't know. I just don't know. The Strong Big Japan with Sasuke. Let's go back to this. And then Perros de Mal, de Apol. They need a heavyweight guy now for this to make sense. Is the issue. Yeah, I think that's the one thing we would like to maybe address in the future as far as guys that we bring in. Definitely need to beef up our heavyweights. For sure, because our juniors are set. We just need better heavyweights. For sure, because I'm like looking at this list. Half the names on here are juniors. And it's like, yeah, we got, you know, only so much we can do with that, really. Yeah, that's... We're in a tough spot. We're in a tough spot. Alex Payne could probably use a win. So maybe. Say Alex Payne with Live Strong Die Hard. Now we just did Alex Payne and Roddy in a single, so maybe not that. Hey, let's go Red Dragon. Alex Payne with Red Dragon. Taking on a Sombra, Roof. Nah, let's go, let's go Perros de Mal with Ricky Marvin. If we had a flow chart for Ricky Marvin, you know, he's brave, but he's also does stuff with Perros de Mal de Apol. He's in a funny little spot, but he's gonna lose in Ricky Marvin. He's gonna lose to Alex Payne. Alright, and that's our card, which something is wrong. Oh, we got a referee. It's, I'm assuming he's got this match. Yep. We'll have Nakayama be the ref there. Yeah, we're good to go on that. Alright. Run the show. 44. Rikio breaks his fingers. Yep. Joe Nakayama and Lisa Kiyomori were somewhat the best guys in the match. Joe Nakayama was really off his game, so he could have been second best guy. But Joe Nakayama getting the win in 10:05. 67 for the sixth man. Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, Alex Payne against Ricky Marvin and Perros de Mal de Apol. Nozawa, second best guy in the match. Him and Kyle O'Reilly killing it. But Alex Payne, you know, gets a win over Ricky Marvin, 1 point better than Ricky Marvin. 77 here for Shingo and Sanada against Naomi, Marufuji, and Muhammad Yan. Sanada with the moonsault press in 1949. Some good stuff there. 72 for Omega and Masato Yoshino. As Yoshino's off his game, plus Omega had a big toll on his injury, but thank Christ they have great chemistry together, because that could have been real bad. That could have been really, really bad. But we know now that Omega's not going to be that great. But 80 for Claudio and Takeshi Morishima. What a match here. Claudio with an 84, 79 for Morishima. This is great. Great stuff there. Ricola Bomb for Claudio. Main event. 30-minute time limit draw. Chris Hero and Eugenio go the distance. And a banger of a matchup with an 81. That's some good stuff there. As, we just got two more tour shows, rather. Two more tour shows left. And, yeah, we'll see what happens to end out the tour. Alright, day 5. As, you know, it's kind of getting a little tougher now. As far as we're now, 4 shows in already. On what we want as far as, like, fresh type of main events. I think another Naito Devitt main could definitely work. As I think we're going to go with pretty much a heavy-handed 8-man of all of the Kings of Wrestling. Let's go with the Junior Kings and the, the actual Kings. They're going to take on Naito. We'll probably go Naito, Shingo, Sanada. And as that fourth guy, obviously is probably our best bet. Man, what an 8-man. I guess we could maybe go Harada. Now I'm thinking about it. As we're going to have Harada over Zack Sabre Jr., and we'll have a singles match on the next night here between the two. But that should be pretty good. As far as, because I'm pretty sure, it's crazy, I already about this. So yeah, Brave won the first match. So I was hoping, yeah, as far as, well, that was as far as Kings of Wrestling, and, or that wasn't the Kings of Wrestling. Yeah, the Junior Kings won first time. It's Naito and Rush. So yeah, that makes sense to do that. As, for the co-main, Muscle Bombers are in a unique spot, because obviously you just had the singles with, you know, Claudio and Hero. So we could probably either keep them off this tour date, or we could have them have a tag against an established team. Maybe not even like a big time team like Strong Big Japan. Maybe just like the Twin Towers of Violence. Just, you know, keep them kind of fresh for their tag match, because that was back at Navigation with Breeze. We did the 6-man. We haven't done a tag of this. As Eugenio can get the win over Koei Sato. Good stuff there. So that's a pretty good co-main. Yeah, you know, maybe the 8-man of, or maybe not even an 8-man, maybe a 6-man. We'll do Kensuke with, let's go Keno, and we could either go Nakajima or Miura. I guess it really doesn't matter. We'll go with Nakajima. And then Shibata with Kushida and Taguchi. As Ryusuke Taguchi will be taking the pinfall, though. Keno's gonna beat him. That's pretty good 1, 2, 3. Pretty good. So now let's kind of throw some non-final matchups on the card. As far as the tag goes, let's see. So we have the Anti-No Mercy Union of Kotori Suzuki and Taiji Shimoi. We could, yeah, like Sombra and Roosh. Something like that. Oh, they don't, that's right, they don't have good chemistry. I guess we're gonna just go with Aoki and Suzuki. That seems fair. As we'll have Aoki get the win. Really doesn't matter who takes the fall there. But this could be like an undercard match. I like to see Walter. And there's throw Masanoe out there again. Last time we did this, yeah, June. Perfect. We're just gonna run this match into the ground if we have to. Walter, keep on getting wins. So for the Steal the Show matchup, we're in a tight spot as far as, yeah, you know what, actually, to have Tsuji and Takayama, two guys that are very desperately needing a win, against Jun Akiyama and Takeo Omori, and we'll have Tsuji beat Takeo Omori. Not the greatest Steal the Show matchup in the world, but should do. Should do, as, yeah, we'll have this be, because I'm pretty sure now, oh no, we still have, so we'll save Osaka for the last show. Perfect. Yeah, 53, it's Walter with a 60. Way to go, Walter's the Gotcha Bomb for Walter in 755. 61 for Kotori Suzuki and Atsushi Aoki against Sombra and Rush. Suzuki with the assault point over Sombra. 64, Jun Akiyama and Takeo Mori against Takayama and Takashi Sujora. So Jun Akiyama and Takeo Mori off the games, but at least Suji and Takayama did okay in the undercard. Modified Olympic Slam for Sujiora there. 80 for the 6th man of Diamond Ring of Laughter 7. So Shibata really carrying that one. Plus, Nakajima, 78. Kensuke did really well, too. I mean, this was a good little match, obviously, with it being an 80. Keno and Taguchi did the same, as Keno with the right high kick in 2018 getting the win. There's an 81 for the Muscle Bombers against the Twin Towers of Violence. The Muscle Bombers getting the win, the bombs away in 2018. Some good stuff there from the Muscle Bombers. 81 again for the 8-man, as Daisuke Rada pinning Zack Sabre Jr. with the Rada pistol in 2004, which will have the singles match between the two on the next show. Alright, another pretty good tour show. On to our final tour show. I keep on getting tongue-tied there when I keep on trying to say tour show. As, yeah, our final one, and then on to the final, as far as the little anniversary show. Our big main event, Naito and King Devitt. That should be a lot of fun. Alright, our final tour show. So we'll just go ahead and get some of these matches out. Zack and Harada. Which we're going to give Daisuke Harada the huge win here, even though Zack could desperately use one. As, his pop is kind of... I feel like it's probably plateaued a little bit. Maybe even fell down a little bit. Yeah, that definitely has. Just think of how he was a year ago, not even a year ago, earlier on in the year. It's in the 60s, and Kanto, and even 60 in Kansai, but just, yeah, it really hasn't been really there, I guess now, more or less their summer, the Junior Kings. Devitt, it's been his summer, but not, poor Zack Sabre Jr. has been left in the dumps, and not helping him out here, as he's going to lose to Daisuke Harada. Boy, oh boy. So we got, as far as, main events, I think another Devitt, as far as Junior Kings and Naito. Let's go with Naito and... yeah, let's go Shingo. Naito and Shingo against Devitt and Hero. What a fucking tag match, as yeah, this is tough. Someone's gotta fucking lose, is when you do matches like this, is the only problem. But we're not gonna do that. Yeah, that was a short-lived dream, because it then became like, well, someone's gotta fucking lose. I mean, do we have Devitt beat the GHC Heavyweight Champion here? The build up for that match? I think we do. I think we do that. What a match for King Devitt. What a moment. What a moment. That definitely will be the main. So, as far as... maybe do that 6-man again of Shingo. Well, I guess we wanted to do Shingo this time. Yeah, I guess, no, but I do want to do, now I'm thinking about it, Claudio. Well, he's kind of all by himself, so never mind. Never mind that shit. Let's go with, just kind of get spinning my wheels, thinking of what I want to do for this final night. Yeah, because I don't want to use Omega, because I know he's gonna that match is gonna suck. I feel like we've done enough of, as far as Diamond Ring and Laughter 7. Yeah, I think we've done even enough with Money Man and Suzuki-gun. We can maybe do Okada, Kaisuke Ishii, and Goto. Do that variation. And have Kenta, Tsuji, and Takayama. I don't know why I hit tournaments. I'm about to say we haven't done this. So either Sujor or Takayama could definitely use the win. I think Suji's gonna have to beat Goto. Poor Hiroki Goto. This was not his tour. Was not his tour. Yeah, as far as, I would like to see maybe Alex Payne beat Minoru Tanaka. Or even Naoki Tanasaki. I think either one works. We'll go with Minoru Tanaka. Nice little junior match for Alex Payne getting a win. Some good stuff. Minoru Tanaka's pretty upset. That's fine by me. Yeah, I mean, we're in a weird spot with this six-man because everybody in this match, you know, as far as Okada's going to do really, really well. But everybody else in this match is not so much. This tag should definitely be the main, though. I think we're going to, yeah, move that around. Yeah, let's go with Eugenio and Walter teaming. Let's see. So we got, as far as Go, Muhammad Yan could use a win. Man, I mean, this is... Again, we've ran into this, you know, problem before, as far as heavyweight tag teams. Well, we're going to go with Masao Inoue and Shohei Taniguchi. Sure, we've done this match once or twice before. Yeah, back in last year, May of 2013, we did this. As we'll have Walter beat Taniguchi. So good stuff there. So our final match, I think it's going to be a Koji Yamato appearance. As him and Kakanuma to start off the show. Strong tour for Suzuki-gun. I mean, they got a lot of big wins. We'll see how they do going into this final night. As far as at the final show, how they'll do. Boy, tooth. Okay, run the here. So just nothing but 2,500. There's 2,100. We'll just run Kobe Sambo Hall. Sure. It will be a little over capacity, you know, but well, we could have done maybe a little bit more in better business, but we'll just run that. 49 for the opener. Kakanuma getting the win in 10:27. Pretty good tag match here, as good performances from Eugenio and Walter. Walter getting the win with a Gotcha Bomb over Shohei Taniguchi. 64 for Alex Payne and Minoru Tanaka. See, Minoru Tanaka gets the better performance, though. We probably should have had him be kept strong. They get a 64. Zack Sabre Jr. and Daisuke Rada with a 70. Great performances from both guys. Zack is way too good, you know, to be losing like this, but Daisuke Rada gets the one with the Rada pistol in 14-10. 81 for the six-man of Money Man and Suzuki-gun as Sujiwara pinning Goto with the modified Olympic Slam. It's another great win for Suji. So, I mean, he still has enough potential, I think, to really get him some wins. It's just, you know, really all Suzuki-gun. You know, we got Suji's declining, Takayama's declining, so is Suzuki. Not great, but what a great little tag match here. Surprised that it even wasn't better than what it was. I mean, Shingo was the worst guy in the match, but what a great win for Devitt, though. Bloody Sunday over the heavyweight champion in Tetsuya Naito in 1947. Great stuff there. 77 for the show. And on to the anniversary show we go. We'll see how our card stacks up. Seeing how Devitt and Naito, they've been doing around 70s during the tour. I'm hoping for at least some mid-80s there for the final show, and we're hoping for a very good main. Obviously, that co-main is going to be very tough to beat, but we'll see how it goes, as I think it is... Oh, no, it's next week. Never mind. I thought it was going to be that Saturdays. Alright, so we'll take a break, and we'll be there for the anniversary show. Alright, in Jinju Stadium for this 2014 anniversary show. As far as we had an 80th, last time we had the anniversary show was Go beating Sujior in the main. Strongweight Japan and Kings of Wrestling, which it's crazy to think they only got an 81. Marufuji and Morishima for the GTM World Openweight title. As far as that was a fun little program, we'd love to do that again. As far as, wow, yeah, I was about to say, the 2012 one was a lot better. Weird. As, hopefully we have a better one than an 80 here. Wrestle Universe, though. Backstage incident. See what that's Claudio. He's about 4 wrestlers court. Accused of making a mess backstage and not cleaning it up. Knowing everyone else says, I'm sure that is something Claudio Castagnoli would never do. As the judge, Kazushi Sakuraba, found him guilty and sentenced to clean up and then buy drinks for him after the show. Way to go, Claudio. As, yeah, for this show, 60,000 on hand. I don't think we'll run anywhere else with that. Because, yeah, I mean, the National Stadium, of course, which, yeah, 100,000. So, I mean, 70,000 in the Tokyo Dome. Fuck it, let's do it. 10K shy of a sellout, but I think it's time. I think it's fucking time. Main event, King Devin, Tetsuya Naito for the GT Heavyweight title, and Tetsuya Naito will be getting the win. There will be a lot of interferences. First, it's going to be LIJ, and then King's Wrestling going to make the save. But Naito will be getting the win. And this will be a pretty fun match, though, I think. Even with all the bullshit interference going on. And then the co-main, of course, Muscle Bombers, Kings of Wrestling. The Kings getting the win and retaining as Muscle Bombers. I thought about it, gave it a thought, and I was just like, I don't think it's really time. Make it the third defense for the GHC Tag Team Champions, the 4-time Tag Team Champions. So far, it's been a pretty good run for them. Definitely better than the previous year's run from May to August with only the one defense. Good stuff there. As then, yeah, the Shingo Marufuji match, which we will be giving the win to Marufuji. Tough break. You know, Shingo could have probably used the win here, but I just don't see him really developing as much as I would have hoped so far. We did give him a win in the tag match at the previous big show. So I just think it's, you know, Marufuji in the singles match. Just feel like we got to give him the win there. And to build up to a potential Naito-Marufuji rematch, too, you know. Just an idea. But GHC Junior Tag Team title matchup. Sadly, this match is not going to be as great as it once. Could have been. As we are going to have Omega still beat Naruki Doi, though. I think that's going to be fun to see him beat the guy who injured him. And then Diamond Ring, Kensuke and Nakajima against Laughter 7. Laughter 7 are going to get the win as Shibata's going to beat Nakajima. I don't know how I feel about that. Because we had, as far as, we did this at the, you know, Great Voyage in Osaka Volume 3. We had the 6-man of this, and I just feel like maybe have Shibata beat Kensuke instead? Kind of like that a little bit more. I don't. Yeah, let's do that. Because I really like Nakajima to maybe build that up. And maybe even build up you know, as far as maybe have Shibata and Kensuke in the Global League, you know, potentially to settle their differences type of thing. Maybe even a singles match with Shining Navigation too. We'll see. As then Money Man and Suzuki Gun, the 6-man. Is Kenta's gonna beat Okada? That's a huge win for Suzuki Gun, which will lead to a singles match between the two at Shining Navigation. Yeah, Okada's gonna be a little unhappy about that, but that's a huge win for Kenta. Huge win. And we have the Go Mohamed Yan versus Manabu Soya and Saya Sanada. Sanada's going to beat Mohamed Yan. Poor Mohamed Yan. As, yeah, I guess we'll keep him strong. We're in the business of making people happy. I guess. But then the Steal the Show matchup to start off the show, Ishimori and Daisuke Rada. Daisuke Rada is going to be beating Taiji Ishimori, which will lead to a GHC Junior Heavyweight title matchup between him and Kota Ibushi, as he's went on a bit of a tear as of late. Shinichi Nakayama has given it a little too much time. We'll give it to Kuda, as yep, that is perfect. So then our two pre-show matches. Let's see what we got for a tag match. So yeah, I'd like to see maybe Jun and Takeo Mori. Jun and Shimoi against Takayama and Taiji. Everybody could use a win in this match. Oh, that's right, they don't have any chemistry. Never mind. Let's see here. It's tough, you know. I don't think TEW is. I guess we could use them. I guess, as I don't think it's really necessary to do TEW and Taniguchi. We've done this before, yeah. Oh, I guess we haven't. But Junakiyama over Kira TEW. The first of the 2 pre-show matches, and then the next one. Kind of want to see what a Kyle O'Reilly or La Sombra match would be, but might not be the best. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. Kyle O'Reilly and La Sombra. Sick. I feel like we need to have, you know, Sasuke get a win, though, now I'm thinking about it. Like, Sasuke and just Koji Yamato. Or even, like, Takeshita. That's fine. Yeah, they had a couple of matches back in 2013, but Takeshita, man, he is, you know, we're getting closer and closer to him being ready to go. Not exactly sure how we're going to do his excursion. I'm sure we'll figure it out, though, but Sasuke getting the win. Not the greatest of pre-show matches, but we kind of need it to be a pre-show. We don't need to go crazy. It's a 49 for the first of the 2 pre-show matches. Shimoi and Junakiyama getting the win. Junakiyama pinning Kira TEW in 10-10. 56 for Sasuke and Takeshita, so Thunderfire Powerbomb for Sasuke. 63 for Ishimori and Daisuke Rada's off his game. I wanted this to be longer, but Harada couldn't work it. So, that's where we're at. But 60,000 strong in the Tokyo Dome, Jesus Christ. So 70 for Goshizaki Mamayan against Mamanabu Soya and Saya Sanada. So good stuff, though. But definitely, you know, I think Sanada and Soya definitely needed that win. As Sanada, the moonsault press over Mamayan 2003. 82 for the Suzuki-Yuna Money Mayhem matchup. Kenta pinning Okada with a Psycho knee. Great performance from Okada and Ishii and Kenta. Kenta's healed up and ready to go, and now he's back to 100%, and that's really proven that here with that matchup over Money Mayhem. And yeah, I think, you know, maybe, you know, as far as I would have loved to have done Goto and Ishii, Suzuki and Sujiwara on that next show, on that China Navigation show as well. But I know Ishii and Goto don't really work well as a team, and I just feel like we need to put our, like, best foot forward type of thing on the final show. But on 91, for the tag match of Kensuke Sasaki and Katsuhiko Nakajima against Kazushi Sakuraba and Katsuyori Shibata. What a fucking match. They don't sell, but who needs it when you get a 91? It's Shibata pinning Kensuke with the PK and 21-56. Yeah, what a match that is. 85 for the junior tag title matchup, even with the injury of Kenny Omega. They still pull out a very good performance as Kota Ibushi getting the win with a gold, or as rather Kenny Omega with a gold shower win over Naruki Doi. Double belt Kota Ibushi there as the junior heavyweight and junior heavyweight tag team champion. What a match. That was in 80 for Shingo Takagi and Naomichi Marufuji. 75, that's pretty good for Shingo. Just obviously Marufuji's at another level as he gets the one with the pole shift flosion in 26.09. And 88 for our co-main event. The Muscle Bombers. Very close. Very, very close. But just not enough to outperform the Kings of Wrestling team. But man, that was very close. As Kings of Wrestling get the one with the Kings reign supreme over nearly everyone. It's Chris Hero beating Eugenio. It takes over 30 minutes, but he does it. Great stuff. You know, got two teams. You know, one with excellent chemistry, one with great chemistry, and got a great, you know, announcing team too. Just everything's clicking there. As Hero almost got hurt by Eugenio. That would have sucked. Main event's in 84. Devitt outperformed him. That would have been pretty crazy. But if we would have gave that win to Devitt. But Naito making his second defense of the GHC heavyweight title thanks to the crazy-ass interference going on by everybody. And yeah, you know, it's just a crazy thing. So really, what is being built for Shiny Navigation is we're going to have the Kings of Wrestling against Shingo and Sanada. Not Soya and Sanada, Shingo and Sanada. And then we're going to have the junior title matchup of Daisuke, Rada, and Kotobushi. We're also going to have Okada and Kenta. As far as what else we're going to have as we get in 84, some good stuff there. Some great matches there. Did not think Laughter 7 and Kinsuke and Nakajima was going to be this thing on the card. So shout out that. So, you know, I'm in a tough spot here with as far as with Naito, because Marufuji would be a lot of fun to see as far as get a rematch. I would love to do a gimmick match for that, like a cage match or something. But unfortunately, I don't think we'd be able to. So we're just kind of... If we would have to do that again in the rematch, it would be kind of weird to just do a normal singles match, I think. But, yeah, that's just me, though. But, yeah, we'll get Marufuji that last spot. But we'll figure it out, I'm sure. So I do think Sonata and Shingo is probably the better team. Even though Soya and Sonata, they have that excellent chemistry. You know, Soya's just not really clicking. And Sonata's getting better. Shingo's getting better. They just... That's a big opportunity, though, for sure, to take on the Kings of Wrestling at Shining Navigation. Can they beat the champs? Or will Kings of Wrestling keep that reign going? We shall see, as, Minoru Tanaka, we gave him a little leave of absence, but now he's back. And on to, now, as far as the end of the episode, thank you all for watching. Thank you all. You know, this has been quite the series. You know, we keep on somehow getting better and better. And we'll catch you guys for the Shining Navigation episode next week. Take care, everyone.